Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Floris Expanded. Now, when we left off, we had just defeated one of the Nord vassals that was attempting to actually defend this nearby castle, but now we will be finishing up where we actually left off, and we will hopefully be able to complete this siege engine by the time we have rolled around to the next day, before we are actually intercepted by any other interloping Nord vassals. So here is an overview of the map. We are actually doing a great job of consolidating our territory, but as you can see, we have a few issues in the east. As you can see right here, we have a large territory of Khergit Khanate. Oh no. They are going to become quite a difficult force to be reckoned with, no doubt. And we will soon see how that is in just a moment. Okay, well, here we are. Sorry about that. Now, as you can see, we have a declaration of war from the Rodok Republic, and on a lighter note, we actually received one of our companions back, that being Lezelit. So he will be welcomed back into the fold, very nicely indeed. But here we are currently faced with a very difficult decision indeed, because we have the Rodoks after us. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah. That is necessarily not the best thing ever. But how many are there? I have no idea how many bandits there are. Oh my goodness, I think there's a lot. Oh, only 266. We might be able to do this. Okay. Well, I was not planning on actually fighting any bandits, but I suppose we can attempt to do so right now. They do have a rather substantial number advantage, so I'm not exactly happy about that, but I'm hoping we'll be able to pull it off nevertheless. So, let's actually just get over here real quick, make sure everyone is in their positions. Now, the only unfortunate thing is that is currently not being shown are my orders and anything that is in the text box, so we'll have to wing it, shall we? Yes. Okay, so let's get our cavalry all the way over there, and our infantry, our very small contingent of infantry, will be over here. Wow, we actually have a very large amount of cavalry. I did not realize how many. Okay, well, let's move out our infantry a little more, and we'll move our archers up, and then we'll get ready to split the enemy force in two. As you can see, the main majority of them are going over to our cavalry for the pincer movement, and the archers and spearmen and so forth are attempting to assault our archers and infantry. So hopefully we'll be able to take these out without a problem, although they are blocking me rather considerably, so I suppose that is a little unfortunate. Okay, so once we have defeated all of them, we do actually need to hold position once again and reform our lines, because as you can see, we currently have yet another contingent of forest bandits coming in from the west. So let's just take the rest of these guys down as best we can. Take them down, guys. Oh yeah. Okay, now we should charge in. The rest. Let's do it. Pincer movement. Go. Charge in, everyone. Let's do it. Yes, they seem to only have archers now. Hopefully no one that can use spear bracing, because as you can see, my horse has already taken a battering, mainly from someone using spear bracing, I believe. As we know, forest bandits do enjoy a lot of spear bracing indeed, so not exactly the greatest thing to fight with an overwhelming cavalry force, that is for sure. And at the moment, I don't actually know how many casualties we've sustained, because, as you know, I still cannot see the combat log, which is unfortunate. And, wow. Okay, my horse died almost immediately. That is rather upsetting, to say the least. I was hoping that it would survive for at least this battle. Oh well, at least we do not need it in the upcoming siege. So, I suppose that is looking on the bright side, as they call it. Oh my. Okay, well, we'll have to actually test out whether I can actually fight in a field battle. Yeah, it seems to be going okay so far, actually. I am not very confident of my infantry skills, because usually, yes, this is what happens when I fight as an infantryman, which is rather unfortunate. I do have a very sturdy shield indeed, so I'm not too worried at the moment. But you never know, they could turn the tide very quickly. So let's just make sure that we actually do a lot of damage before we are in trouble, rather than when we are in trouble. That might be a good thing. Oh my, okay, yeah, it seems as though we're actually quite good now. It seems, yeah, okay, I think we're fine. And after this we will be heading in to siege and hopefully capture the castle and not be interrupted by anyone else. Although, as you could see before we entered this particular battle, there were a lot of bandits around to the east of our current location. So we may actually have some issues coming up right here. So, okay, I will be taking a lot of mercenary units now because, as you can probably see, the Rhodoks are at war with us now, so they would, in turn, make our morale incredibly bad. But maybe I'll just take a lot of these guys to fill out our army. Manhunters, always good. Now, Khergits and Rhodoks are at war with us, so I don't think I'm going to be taking them as units. They are not exactly the greatest units either. I'm just saying I do not want the morale issues. So let's get some halberdiers. Let's make some Swadian infantry. And some more crossbowmen, why not? So let's see here. Which is better? I think it's this one. Yes, there we are. That seems good. And we'll get some level 5 cavalry. And some level 6s as well. Ah, that's always good. Okay, so now I have actually just noticed that we have a problem here. One of the problems we're having is we have Rhodok units, so I will be taking these guys anyway, because I did not actually realize we had as many as we do, so we'll just have to deal with that. Oh no. Okay. And it seems someone has leveled up as well, so that's even better. Okay. Now we'll be taking a lot of loot. This is actually not bad, although the size of it is a little lacking, I must admit. And I'm not even sure whether I have the space for these things. Oh, a little bit. Okay. We will let our companions take the rest. I think that's fine. Okay, so as you can see here, this is who we are being attacked by at the moment. Adair. Aha. He is the leader of the forest bandits. As you can see though, he doesn't really have anything to worry about as such. He does have a large amount of forest bandits, of course, but other than that, I don't know whether we really need to be threatened by him, although most of our units are injured, or some of them are at least. Okay, well, I suppose all we can do is level up our units and just hope that we can actually pull through here. So I'm just actually making sure that I don't level up any of our units into bad units. I mean, I don't really think you can get bad units really at this point, but you never know. I could make that mistake. Okay, so let's actually just go into the castle. Oh, 11 hours. That is not too good, I must admit. Okay, wait. Ooh. Okay, so I just selected that option just for a little, just to see what was actually going on there. And why do I need to build another siege tower? No! Oh, okay, so it seems as though... Oh, wait a minute. I have to be a little cautious here. I can't actually just build this and then expect to survive an engagement with Adair. So... Oh, blast! You scoundrel, Adair, you are preventing me from my final goal right here. This is very frustrating indeed. Hopefully he'll go off and do something else. It seems he's actually going off now. Good. Okay. Well, it seems as though we might actually be able to siege now. Let's hope. And as I say that, I will actually cut away because I think it is going to take yet another 54 hours. Not entirely sure why it reset, but I suppose it could be that I moved too far away from the actual fief itself. And now we have our balance sheet. So I suppose we can just take a look at this before we cut away. And as you can see, we currently don't really have a large balance anywhere. I suppose Uxkhal, Jalkala, and Suno could be quite useful at the moment. Although I think our treasury is doing quite well anyway, so yeah. Okay, well, I will see you soon. Okay, so finally we have our siege tower built and ready. So we are now going to be leading our soldiers and hopefully not take too many casualties on the way to the walls. Of course, this is always our problem when we are actually using a siege tower at any point. Hopefully we can now get a couple of our units over here to push it with me. Yes, okay. Volunteers! Volunteers, approach the stream of arrows currently going towards your heads. They are not very friendly arrows, I must admit, but we will have to endure them for the glory of our faction and hopefully our kingdom. Eventually we will reign supreme over the entirety of Calradia once again. In the footsteps of King Barney, that is, of course. Oh, yes. Okay, so we currently have a very large amount of units that are actually quite heavily armored, which is always good to see. Mostly cavalry, of course, which is not so good, but I think they'll do the job nicely right here. I hope so. Now we just need to be cautious, and I think I'll actually get out my crossbow, because why not? I actually have a crossbow, I may as well use it. Now the only problem with this is, as you know, my text box is still bugged, so I have no idea and no way of knowing whether I am actually hitting people. So I will assume I am actually doing incredibly well. As you can see there, I think I just got a headshot right there. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself. Wow, okay. That is impressive. Come on. Yeah, I actually hit that guy, I think. It would be really nice if I could see if I was actually gaining skill in my crossbow as well. But, whatever. What can you do? You just have to look at the bodies that you're shooting and hopefully they go down. Oh, wow. Killed that guy in one hit, I think. Yes, reload. Come on, reload, Byron. Faster, faster. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's get a nice shot on that guy. Oh, I think we actually took out someone else that I wasn't aiming for. Well, I'll just call it skill, shall we? Oh, yes. Okay, so it seems we can actually go in now. So there we are, one last fleeting shot, and we actually took out someone. And now all of our units will charge in. Of course, I do not want the archers to charge in just yet, so we will place them in a hold position outside the walls, and we will rush in with our cavalry units and hopefully support them as best we can. Let's do it, guys. Come on. Let's get in there. Please do not get stopped at the bottleneck. That would be highly disappointing. Let's go, guys. Come on, they're all moving away from the bottleneck. We must be able to penetrate their lines. Let's do it. Oh no. Something tells me I might be falling off soon. I hope not. Oh no. Come on. Oh my... Yeah. Okay. No one say anything. No one say anything. I did not fall down. That was just a ploy to get the enemy to think that we are fools. Of course. That is exactly it. Do not worry. I meant to do that. Yes. Oh my... Okay. Well, I suppose seeing as I am at the back of the line... What should I say? At the back of the bus? That might be a similar metaphor to use. And we can probably do some very nice headshots right here. So why not? Let's actually attempt to do so. It's actually pretty cool not being able to see the text box. I mean, it's very nice for information's sake. But it frees up a lot of screen space. And now you'll be able to see everything you need to see, I suppose, over to the bottom left of the screen. I'm not entirely sure what there is there, but yeah, I suppose that is one upside to not being able to see it. But yeah, oh well, maybe it will return shortly. And it would actually be really nice if I could jump down here. Yeah, there we are. Let's do some Rambo stuff. Oh yes. Commando action. Ouch. That hurt. I must remember to block things. That would actually help my survival, wouldn't it? Yes. Okay, come on. Let's do this, Byron. Kill them all. Oh yeah. I am so glad they actually have no strong units here, or I hope they don't have strong units. I don't actually know, because we can't see the text box, but yes. It seems as though we are being able to overrun them very quickly and easily, but of course this is an outlying stronghold and not actually a capital town, so we don't really need to worry about them too much, although we did actually lose 15 units, and one of those being a level 6 cavalryman, and oh, that has to hurt. Look at that. 3 level 5s as well. Ouch. Okay. Well, we did take out 189. I killed 31 personally, and Lezelet killed 1. So I suppose that's not too bad. We will be letting this guy go, because you never know, he might actually join us in the future, and that would always be nice. So I have decided what I'm going to do with prisoners is I will be rescuing every single one of them, and taking the consequences of that. And mostly the consequences of my wallet, because as you can see, my money is only 216 hours, so there is no possible way for me to actually level up any of these people. I suppose I could be leveling up the lower levels, and what I will be doing is heading over to Suno and gaining some money from our treasury right there, so that we can actually level up all of our units properly. So now I will be giving this to Rolf, I think, because he has just joined us, although these fellows right here, they are not very happy, so I think we'll give it to Nuas, or maybe Gulassen? He's suspicious. Is suspicious lower than grumbling? I think so, so let's give it to Gulassen. There we are. Okay, so now let's split all of the money, very nice. And there we are, he looks like a very happy chappy from actually receiving this fief, so we're very happy for him. So, I suppose, considering going to Suno and retrieving some funds from the treasury is a little bit mediocre for the likes of you, I will be ending this episode off here. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.